What's up, guys? How you doing?
What is up?
Hello.
¿Cómo estás?
You guys can't even hear the song, but I can.
There's a
Whatever
light
it is, I'm sure it's awesome.
in the distance.
We'll find it on the play.
Alright, everybody, welcome to episode 0 of It's Toku Time, a brand new podcast, the best podcast, in my opinion, featuring 4 of the greatest Toku content creators on TikTok. Once again, personal bias and opinion, but we have Mr. Wade's Cosplay.
Let's get ready to Toku.
We have the Tier Arcamus.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
We have Daring Heart Cosplay.
Are you ready to Toku?
And me, Eddie Duffox. And this is episode 0 of It's Toku Time. And today we are going to be discussing something really fun. Something that has been kind of leaked as far as future Power Rangers goes. Season 28 of Power Rangers will debut next year, 2021, with Power Rangers Dino Fury, which is our version of Ryu's Soldier. They're journeying back to the core roots of the brand, with the action being led by the original 5 Rangers. And this is apparently coming right from the Hasbro site itself. So, what do you guys think? We're talking about, they're saying the original 5 Rangers. Like, are we looking for them to be the guiding force, or are we looking for them to get back into the spandex?
Well, personally, I would like maybe to see a couple of episodes where they do get back into the spandex, but playing sort of like the Zordon role, that would be cool too. Or at least take them back to where, like, hey, this is what we did in this type of situation. That's what I think.
Oh man, I think it'd be great if they had like a situation where they like go back in time or something and just like are in the middle of a scene that we remember. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. Who knows? I don't know. There's so many different things they could do.
There is a lot that they can do. What do you think?
Like that?
I saw a clip where it was Jason morphing, and if they decide to use that, can't wait.
But that leads to another question. Like, you're saying Jason, like, but we had 2 Red Rangers. We had Rocky, and we had 2 Black Rangers, and we had 2 Yellow Rangers, and obviously,
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no chance of bringing back Twee. Still, like, the options are there, and it would definitely be something that we haven't seen before, and it could definitely be something new. I know that since Hasbro has been taking over, it just really feels to me like they're really trying to freshen up the franchise. This is I'm optimistic. Of course,
Yeah, same here. It could go either way.
It really could, and I'm pretty sure we could all attest that Power Ranger fans are they're a breed in and of itself. we're gonna try to gain a fan base before we go and destroy it. Oh God. Oh man.
But yeah, man, I think Rocky Steve Cardenas, he does deserve a second chance, since
Yes, he does.
He missed Forever Red, and I don't think he's come back for another season. But yeah, it'd be good to see Rocky again.
Personally, it will be really great to see David Yost in there. And David Yost had said in a interview, he has said that he doesn't want to come back for a single episode. If he's going to come back, he's going to come back full time. And this could be the opportunity. This may be, maybe when he had said that, it was a hint in and of itself. Maybe we are going to see the original cast coming back to reclaim. But, as great as that is, I mean, I feel like, I hate being that guy here, but are we just using them as nostalgia and as a way to gain hype? Are we just using them as nostalgia and gaming hype to redraw in the fan base, or are they actually wanting to do something? Because it's great. It's great seeing the Rangers come back. It is, but no more gimmicks. No more gimmicks. Let's do this. If they're gonna do it, they need to. Let's be real with it. I think.
I hear you. You don't want it to end up like Megaforce, where it's all about the legendary battle, and then it just kind of goes to flop.
We weren't going to talk about Megaforce yet, but
No, please, no. They should have done something separate with Megaforce. I mean, don't do Megaforce and then Super Megaforce. Just
Farce.
Yes, thank you, Megaforce.
Megaforce.
I get worried about the nostalgia thing because it's very possible they're going to be doing something like that. Look at the toy line right now. All they're doing is Mighty Morphin, one random toy, Mighty Morphin. And it kind of sucks, too, because, me and T.R. Harkin was talking about earlier, there's fan base that's, in their 20s now that grew up on, Dino Thunder, Mystic Force, all these other seasons.
Yeah.
The fans are getting older.
Right.
Yeah, the toy line, I mean, they're doing a lot of Mighty Morphin. Granted, the Lightning Collection has also given us, they've done the set of the Psycho Rangers, which has a enormous fan base behind them. We're seeing, it looks to me like if they're going to do anything outside of Mighty Morphin, it's definitely going to be Sixth Ranger stuff. The Gold Zeo Ranger, the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, the White Dino Thunder Ranger, the Shadow Ranger from SPD. But I see what you're saying, and I really agree completely. It's like, as far as the toy line goes, it's like, let's give other series a love, and especially some of the more quote unquote recent series, Jungle Fury. Mystic Force, definitely. RPM, they definitely. Huh?
I want it in Space Morpher. That's what I really want. I really want, because whenever they had the Legacy line, I was hoping for that.
Yeah, they only did the Zeonizer, and that was kind of sad because the In Space Morpher was dope.
I remember having it too, but I'm so sad I lost it.
Boo.
Hey, I was a kid.
And children lose their toys.
Ugh. But yeah,
I did have I had the Silver Ranger Morpher when I was young, and I couldn't figure out why it always said Mega at the top. And I didn't understand that until I saw Wade's Toku Slap, and I was like, "Oh, the Mega Rangers! Now I get it. Okay."
That's how it was. I was wondering what the M was, and then once I got into Super Sentai, got to Mega Ranger, I was like, "Oh!"
It's so different too. It's different. I mean, whenever when they're surfing through space, they're surfing through the web or something. It's supposed to be that they're going through the cybernet. They're surfing on the cybernet or something.
Now that was a good idea.
Is apparently what they're doing. Yeah, and they go to different the show itself. The Rangers, they are video game characters that were in a fighting game. You can see it real quick in that Toku Slap that he was talking about. I put the beginning scene where you actually see them do versus battle.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh man. Yeah,
I think it's really cool.
A really good series.
Sorry. I haven't gotten far in Megaforce, but I think it'd be kind of cool if they had done a crossover with Gridman, like how we did Ninja Turtles.
Gridman. That's one of the Toku things that are, well, it's technically like anime, but it's still like Toku. That's one of the things that I actually don't know a lot about, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's it was interesting. I only remember the Super Samurai Cyber Squad that we had,
Yeah,
and then I started watching it now. It's just basically Ultraman, but internet.
Yeah. The thing with Ultraman and for me is I never really liked his look all that much, but
I get that.
you know, there are different ones that look kind of cool.
Oh man!
If I toku slapped about that, I would get toku slapped.
But yeah, like even with the news that they're trying that they are looking to bring back the original 5, which that's interesting of itself because it's like, well, if they're doing the original 5, then it looks to me like we're not getting JDF at least in this season of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Which,
If
I
we do,
mean,
he should be Dragon.
if what?
If we do, he should be Lord Dracon because I feel
Yes.
like even at his age, he could pull it off. Because he could be like, "Oh, I'm older Dracon, and like I've been through stuff." You know what I mean? Like it'll work.
With Draken being a canon character, we could very much see him in a show, in a Power Ranger show, and you know the fans would definitely buy it.
Yeah.
Like and yeah, JDF would be the only casting choice for Draken, in my opinion. And at his age, yes, it would be perfect because Draken is an older, darker Tommy Oliver, so it would be perfect. And it would definitely feel less of hey, we're just using Tommy Oliver as a way to, you know, boost sales, sell the show, all this kind of stuff. Now you're making him a bad guy in the TV show, and that's going to bring fans in that are going to be like, "Oh, this is new. This is good." I mean,
Right.
and it would be basically essentially like a Lord Zed-esque, where it's not derivative of Super Sentai. It would be our own thing, and you know we would be able to hopefully have a little bit more liberty with it. Obviously, we have to play into the audience, the targeted audience, which is, you know, younger kids and stuff like that. But make it real enough that you know folks our age that still watch Power Rangers can be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, that video they did for the comic books whenever Shattered Grid was going to come out, and they had that whole scene with Dracon, and it was actually Tommy, and it was just like, you know,
they could have been gods. Yes, yes.
Not gonna lie, I screamed when I saw that.
I don't think I was hyped for Power Rangers. I haven't been that hyped for something Power Rangers related in a long time, and then that Shattered Grid commercial came out where they did that, and I was like, oh.
I had people that when I normally mention Power Rangers around them, they're just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever." Come up to me and it's like, "Hey, did you see that video? It was so cool." It's like, what? It actually had a lot of views. I was surprised. So they could do a movie. I honestly think they could.
That'd be kind of
I
cool.
heard that they were going to do. I heard that they were going to do a fan film, kind of like the bootleg R-rated Power Rangers was. But until Hasbro bought the rights, which was like maybe a couple of months after they filmed that, Hasbro shut them down. Was like, no, you can't do that.
My thing is this: Hasbro fronts the money. Boom Comics stays in creative control of this, and then we do like we find a studio, not Netflix, that we find a studio that's not Netflix that would be willing to film it and make it happen. Like I mean, shoot, I even like give it to Universal or something like that, but like but you know, make sure that whoever has the creative control. Well, if anybody's going to have it, it needs to be Boom Studios. They have been the biggest breath of fresh air to the entire franchise that is Power Rangers.
Right.
You know something cool about that background music? That was actually done by the guy that used to do the Power Ranger. That like dun bun bun bun. That background music. He was like there for that.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
I'm
Ron-
gonna listen to that again. I'm gonna listen to it again, and then I'm gonna be able to hear it because his sound is unmistakable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Ron
look at the behind
Wasserman's
the
his
scenes.
name.
It's what?
Ron Wasserman.
Yeah, Ron
Thank you. I
Wasserman.
keep forgetting
Yeah.
his name, and I feel like a terrible fan.
I can't say anything. I listen to that song almost every day.
Yeah. Oh,
Nerd.
just the theme music to Lord Dracon. You wake up and bum, 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 bum.
I mean, it's the
They
guitar
could've
in
been
it that sells it for me, especially the Redux.
Man.
Oh yeah.
What do you think a Lord Draken Morpher would look like? Would it be like still the Power Morpher
It's
like
showing.
buff,
Definitely.
or maybe like
But I think it would
Yeah.
be a little darker looking, like a little more
Maybe
sinister.
cracked.
It's like corrupted.
I would say, yeah, cracked. Definitely.
Yeah,
Well, like some of the art that I've seen that they've made is like they've had like a headless. They've had him like holding like a headless Saba, and like I always thought that was cool. And so like yeah, the idea of a cracked morpher would be really cool because I mean it's literally holding two power coins technically at once, the White Ranger and the Green Ranger power coins. So like
I love.
the overflow of power.
and I think like the coins would be probably like fused, like cracked down the middle, kind of.
No, it would still be the power coin that he's got, which is the symbols. It's the symbols that are put together.
That's what I mean.
Oh, you're saying that the coin itself is okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to Hasbro. Somebody get me
We need
pen
this
and
now.
paper.
Or they were like melted together from.
Dear Hasbro, make it happen, Captain.
Make it.
Well, I know in Power Rangers, in the newest ones, I think it's 50 to 54 right now, Draken has come back, and that's the artwork you see is where he's talking to Saba. They've got him locked up in the command center, and
like
he's
hearing your wife
like
say you're gonna hurt
just
yourself
nuts
if you
going
don't
to
get
Saba
down.
right now.
Man, I'm so behind on the comics. I'm
I feel like I'm behind too, but hearing that, I feel like this would be stupid to keep him in any cell. It's stupid to keep him alive. As bad as it is, a Power Ranger ain't gonna kill him. But
I agree.
He was in a cell before. That's how it started.
Yeah,
You've seen him for the quick fight. Seen how badass he was. He got locked up behind scenes without the Rangers realizing, and then he shows back up, rips the head off Saba. I lost it. I was just like, oh, he's the coolest. Like kicked Ninjor's ass, got his powers back, and then
Yeah.
it's not safe to be around. He
No.
didn't even have powers. And he was fine.
Oh man, it's awesome because like he's such like I feel like the whole Shattered Grid thing, like the whole Shattered Grid and creating Lord Draken and all this kind of stuff was kind of almost like a renaissance for Power Rangers fans, and even for like creating like fan fiction in the sense like a Power Rangers Unworthy. That it feels like like it was just a renaissance that spawned like a whole new and you've got people you've got people like you've got people our age and stuff like that, they're seeing all this stuff and they're getting excited and it's fueling their childhood fire, and then instead of like instead of it just reveling in it, now we're old enough and it's like we've become creative minds in and of ourselves, and it's able to spawn Boom Studios, it's able to spawn Power Rangers Unworthy and all this kind of stuff, and I just like there's so much there's so much in this. I guess we could call it expanded universe. There's so much in this expanded universe that's just absolutely amazing that should be canon, for sure. That we may never see as canon, but God, man, I would like to see Unworthy be in Boom Studios, and I would like to see a in comic face off between War Draken and the Arbiter.
True.
That'd be cool.
Oh, it would just be beautiful. It would absolutely be just.
Chef kiss.
Yes, chef's kiss, and yes, but he's just like this whole thing though, like with season 28 coming up, I can't believe that it's been 28 seasons.
Yeah.
Like I'm 30, or I'm almost 30 years old. I'm 29 years old. We've had 28 seasons of Power Rangers, and we have watched this franchise shift hands so many times. Everything from seeing Power Rangers on Fox, whenever it was being done with Haim Saban, and then we would see it on
Pronounced Chaim.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
It's exactly how he says it. He does in the Toys That Made Us. He goes, it's pronounced Chaim Saban. He said it's on purpose. On
Man,
purpose
Jewish.
just makes it more ridiculous.
That's awesome. But yeah, seeing it go from like Saban and like being able to see it on freaking Fox Kids, and then it was on Nickelodeon and it was on Jetix for Disney, and all this kind of stuff, and then now Hasbro's grabbed it, and obviously fans are a little bit on edge, because I think what this is going to be their Hasbro's first time doing the show, right?
No, they did Beast Morphers.
I thought they did. I just that kind of it blanked out. But Beast Morphers wasn't.
Beast Morphers was decent.
Yeah, Beast Morphers wasn't.
Not bad.
Beast Morphers
liked
wasn't
it.
awful. It wasn't awful. I thought it was really good.
I mean, it wasn't a super mega win, but
It wasn't Operation Overdrive either, though. So canceled. Oh man. But freaking
Rude.
whatever. We're all entitled to our own opinions.
I should get an Operation Overdrive cosplay. I already have Turbo. People hate Turbo.
That's yeah.
I only hate
But Power
Justin.
Rangers 3.
I only hate Justin.
Yep, that's fair.
I
Like-
hate Arrow equally.
Like I liked Operation
Like,
Overdrive,
Cross-
but from what I've seen of it, because I thought the Once a Ranger thing was really nice, but that was about it.
I think the issue with Turbo is just the fact that vehicle Zords are kind of.
Outdone.
Awesome. What? Man, I thought I don't care how bad it was. I still have very fond memories of all those cars driving down the desert as it's going shift into turn on.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Tommy.
I will say this. At least it's not. It's not as outdone as dinosaurs.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's more.
Yeah, but at the same time, dinosaurs are cool.
Dinosaurs are cool.
I feel like vehicles should have been maybe more so towards the boy audience. Not even though they kind of do that with Power Rangers anyways, especially with the toys. But I mean, cars, man. Oh, did we lose something? Oh, we lost Tyr.
Uh-oh.
We lost Tyr Artemis. I was wondering why he got quiet.
It got really
He didn't
quiet.
like
Shoot.
He didn't like my shift in the turbo.
Well, I guess that's gonna. Well, I guess that's gonna be the end of episode 0. We're gonna find out where our lost compatriot ran off to. But anyway, episode 0 is in the wrap. Bear with us as we do not have a set schedule yet. So there's nowhere to tell you when you guys will get an episode 1 officially, but I hope you guys already like what you hear, and yeah, I've got to go get eggs thrown at me so I can get an autograph from a Power Ranger. So you guys, you guys have a great night. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I am Eddie DeFox.
Crimson Toku.
Wade's cosplay.
And the departed, hopefully not forever, Tira Archimedes.
Really missed.
You guys have a great night.